Hi Aries, thanks for joining me for the November Tarot with Animal Totem. As always, we're going to start with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. Then we will pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are both my own creation and available for purchase on my website. If you are a Patreon subscriber, the deck that we're using for the bonus card this month for our Patreon people is the Speed of Light Oracle cards by Leanne Peters. I want to make one quick announcement. Oh, I'm going to set that aside. I want to make one quick announcement that we are going to be opening, I am going to be opening for the year ahead readings. This is very popular every year, available for a limited time. I brief look at your astrology chart, but mostly it's a psychic tarot reading, broken down into 4 quarters through the tarot cards and a psychic reading just for you. And I also do pull a animal totem card with that reading. Okay, that just kind of came out. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to really focus now and look at the cards for our Aries friends for November of 2018. That's you. That's the fire sign person. That's you, whether you're male or female. 2, 3, 4. Aries. Well, there's some big astrology events going on, and I'll tell you what, you are being affected by it. You're being affected directly by it. Aries. 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 One more card for Aries. Just one, please. Okay, there it is. What's happened is Uranus has gone retrograde and is back in your sign. So there's so much astrology stuff that's going on that's so changeable right now. So many things. Jupiter's moving into Sagittarius. Chiron has gone back into Pisces. The nodes are shifting. That's a big one. The nodes are shifting signs. And then Uranus is retrograding back into your sign of Aries. So Uranus brings instability and shakes things up anyway. So your world's going to get shaken up. I'm glad that I put this aside and not as the first card. I mean, either way, if I would have put it as the first card, it would have shown like this. But you're looking at it. And either way, you're looking at it in the past. You're looking at some kind of heartbreak or hurt feelings or something that happened in the past. And it's doing you no good. You know, it's doing you no good. It's in the rear view. That's what I just heard. It's in the rear view, and let's leave it there. By looking at it in the past, you're turning your back on this High Priestess. Now, by the way, all the court cards can be male, female, whoever. There's no gender assigned to any of these court cards. One thing to note about these court cards, they're all in the upright position, meaning this is you, and these are all positive, favorable people. Now, the High Priestess can be either your own intuition, you're not looking at your own intuition, but often, and again, this could be, if this is a man, this could be the ideal woman, but it doesn't have to be man, woman, whoever. This could be your ideal mate is right there, right behind, but you're too busy looking over here, going over what went wrong. And that's not usually an Aries thing, to look at the past. You're always the first ones to do everything. You're the innovators, you're the go-getters, you're the doers. So it's not that common for that to be a thing, but it does seem to be a thing here. Maybe because Uranus is retrograded and it's pulling you, it could be sort of like pulling this energy of yours towards, looking at the past. You've got a couple 10s here. You've got the 10 of rods and the 10 of swords in reverse, but still the 10 of swords. So things are changing. Things are changing with the astrology, and things are changing all over. The 10s are the ace is the beginning, the ace is the 1, the 10 is the most. So when you get to the 10, and the Wheel of Fortune is a 10 too, when you get to the 10, you've reached the furthest it can go. And unfortunately, both of these are rather negative. This is carrying a heavy burden. You can't carry this around with you anymore. And you can't let this hurt you anymore. It's time to move on to a new cycle. That's what the wheel is all about, the new cycle. Wheel of Fortune upright is really, really sweet. It does say that fate and destiny has taken hold. Wheel of Fortune, it is fortune, it's fortuna. It's fortunate events that are happening. Things are turning from the down to the up, you know. The Ace of Pentacles is here too, so if you've been looking for a new job, it could absolutely show up. Or some kind of new money situation or money opportunity could absolutely be presenting itself. These two seem to be involved in it. Again, male or female, whoever. Swords, air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We also are having a full moon, and this kind of looks like a moon, and this kind of looks like a moon, and the High Priestess has moons all over. The full moon is in air of Gemini, and that's going to be the 22nd or 23rd, depending on where you're at. So it could be showing up right around that time. Or this could be a person or both. But there's an opportunity. It's time to, I'm hearing it's time to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. And that's, you know, Aries, you're really good at that. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles seems directly related to this Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, he could be an earth sign, which is a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo. We don't have any major events happening with the earth signs at this time. But he holds the money. That pentacle, that's the money, the coin. He's got the money in his hand. So he's got the money in his hand and he's ready to give it to you, or maybe invest with you, or something along those lines. You might have two different offers. I mean, I'm going to put two offers because it sure does look like that. Two offers. This is one and this is one. And I think they're both great. You have to make the decision. You have to decide which one do you want. Do you want to go with him, or do you want to go this way, continue down this path? This is pointing at him, and this is pointing down future path this way. If I were you, I would go with this one. I don't really know how you're going to tell the difference, though. It could be that this person is a little older, this person's a little younger. I think you're going to really just know. When that Wheel of Fortune shows up, usually that's just, you just know. You just get, wow. This could be like your dream job. I might even put that on. I'm going to put dream job. This could be like your dream job showing up with Wheel of Fortune like that. But you have to make some decision here. It seems like you may be struggling a little with the decision, but I don't see why. A lot of 10s are showing up too. 10, 10, and 10. So it might be we might be talking around the 10th. A lot of these things that are happening, these big changes, the Jupiter changes on the 8th. The nodes change around the 8th. So that's not that far off from the 10th. So it might even show up around the 10th. Might even show up in October, the 10th month. You know, that could be too. Let me drink 1 second. I need a drink and a cough drop. I'm losing my voice here. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that animal totem deck. I got so many decks around here, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I do. Don't forget again, I'm offering the year ahead readings for a limited time. They are always very popular. And if you want to starting your holiday shopping, I have all sorts of cool stuff. I have t-shirts and the astral art, the personalized astrology art. So please do check out my website, either through the eye in the sky or the link below. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you'd like to stay abreast of the upcoming when the readings post. Alright, Aries animal totem card. The mask of the raccoon. The mask. So be quiet. Don't be telling people everything. Masked marauder in the night. Resourceful, curious, tactile, resilient. Ceremony, ritual. The shaman's journey. Paying meticulous attention to hygiene and diet. Well, the first thing that I got out of it was don't go telling everybody. I feel like, you know, and I wouldn't tell either of these people, well, you know, I do have another offer pending. I might be going, you know, just say, oh, thank you very much. You've given me a lot to consider. I'll get back to you and blah, 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 whatever. Keep a lot of this. That's hard for Aries because you guys just want to blurt it out. You guys want to just blurt it out and say it and tell it. But in this case, it's time to keep your things quiet. Keep your secrets. Keep your secrets to yourself. I just feel like you don't tell anybody. Keep your mouth shut until you know what you're doing. And when it's a done deal, yeah, then you can run around and scream it from the rooftops. But until that time, I feel like you got to keep it really hush hush. That's another interpretation or meaning that the High Priestess will also carry is like, you know, shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Alright, Aries, so thanks so much for tuning in. If you're a Patreon subscriber, we're going to go ahead and continue the reading with this month's deck of the Universal Speed of Light Oracles. If not, I still appreciate you tuning in every month and everything that you do to support the channel, liking, sharing, commenting, purchasing my wares, all goes towards the reading is continuing to be free. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of November, and I'll speak to you soon.